Welcome back to Absurd Automotive. My name is Wyatt, and this is my 1968 Ford Mustang named Sally B that I just finished painting last video. Now, I got some chrome on the car now, and the outside is just about done, but we're going to shift our focus into the inside. We're going to get all of the interior in, we're going to get the dash in, we're going to get the wheel done, we're going to do the carpet, some sound deadening, we're going to go through and just do the windows and everything that needs to be done to kind of fix up the inside, make it look a little pretty. So, going backwards a little bit, last week here I did the painting video, so that kind of came out, but I had so many videos that I kind of had a middle week here. But we did all new cap, rotor, spark plugs, spark wires, and a new coil. So we knew a whole new ignition system, and this thing, we tuned it and it runs suspiciously good. Like really good. Chirps the tires, goes pretty fast. It's very, very quick and up, and it sounds giddy. So my dad actually was up here helping me with this thing when we did all that, which is why I didn't film a lot of it. But we have a theory. I have a theory. My dad thinks it's modified. He's like, it's too healthy, it sounds too good to be, you know, almost 117,000 mile car, which is what we thought initially, because this thing was pretty rough, and that's what I always thought. This was like 117,000. I totally expected to rebuild this motor, but it sounds really good, like suspiciously good. So one, it could be modified. This thing could have a cam in it. It could have, you know, someone could have messed this thing, and it could be a good car. Who knows? I have no history on this car, nothing, which is why I have this theory, right? We're piecing some things together. So one, it runs really well. That's the biggest thing, is it runs really well, and there's no signs of tampering with the motor. That's what makes me think this is a low mile car, for one. Two, this thing was hit. You can see right here, this whole side was crumpled. It's crumpled down there. It's all buckled and bent, and there's some Bondo here, and these are brand new headlight buckets. There's a lot going on the front end there. It took me a while to get everything to fit up. It was kind of weird. So, some backstory on this thing. What I found at the DMV is this thing has not been registered and on the road. The registration expired in 1994. That was the last time it was ever registered and on the road. This thing has been in Alaska its entire life. So those are the two things I know from the DMV. It was built in California. It was there for like 2 or 3 months in Cali, and then it got shipped up here to Anchorage. And it's been in Anchorage, Wasilla area the rest of its life. So, almost 50-something years it's been up in Alaska. If you've ever been in Alaska, you know you can't really drive classic cars a whole lot during the winter months. And it's a lot of winter here. This has sat 31 years of the 50 it's been up here. 50-something it's been up here. I don't really know the exact numbers there. I could go through the DMV records and show you guys, but it's really not that big of a deal. For more than half of its life, it has sat and done nothing. 1994, that was 6 years before I was alive. This thing has sat a very, very, very long time. Now, another thing, with all that, it sat for a long time, all that, blah, blah, blah. This thing says, when you see it, the dash is a little bit, it's been sitting outside for a very long time. That says 17,000. I think you guys can see that. I hope you guys can see that. The original dash says 17,000. This thing's not really rusty. This thing really hasn't, I mean, all the fenders are pretty good shape. The back of the car is in pretty good shape. Like all the normal rust spots aren't really rusting. And the only spot that was rusty was a spot that was sitting in the dirt when the guy picked it up. The roof was kind of rough and rusty, but it wasn't terrible. So I don't know. My theory is that this is actually a really low mile 1968 Ford Mustang. This thing only has like 17,000 miles on it. That might actually be accurate. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong. But like the bearings aren't terrible on the drive. The wheel's not shaking. Nothing looks like it's been messed with. The transmission is all still very much original. The pan is leaking. Everything's leaking. It's been sitting for 31 years. I'm not really surprised. But it doesn't look like this thing's been tampered with. I pulled the valve covers off. Everything looks somewhat original there. I pulled the pan off. It all looks original there. This thing looks very much untouched. So that's my theory, is that this thing is actually a really low mile car. And honestly, if I had the history on that, and I had the original paint job, and it wasn't all torn apart and like what it was, this thing could be worth a lot of money. It still could be worth a lot of money if I could find some paperwork or something that says this is only a 20,000 mile car. I mean, honestly, I painted it and I've kind of ruined it at this point, so it's not really worth a whole lot. But it's still, that's my theory, is I still can get a lot of life out of this thing, because if that is truly only a 17,000 mile motor, that means I could probably get 80,000 of abuse out of this thing and still run really good. But yeah, that's my theory. Last video got this thing running really good. It was super awesome. Thanks to my dad for coming out and helping me out with that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna get to working on the interior now. I'm gonna do the steering wheel, windows, all that stuff. It's gonna be kind of boring. I think it's not super crazy, but this car's coming together. And next video, we're probably gonna pull the transmission out, because I have a rear main seal that's leaking and there's some pan issues with the transmission. I'm gonna get that resealed. I have all the parts now, but we're gonna do this video quick, and then next week you guys will see me pull the transmission, and it should be super, super awesome that this thing is finally done. It's not gonna be perfect, don't get me wrong. This is still kind of just something I'm throwing together, but I'm starting to think I should take a little bit better care of this thing, just because it is possibly a very low mile car, and I could have this thing for a very, very long time without having to do any major mechanical repairs on it. Mustang is really easy to move. I remember building this thing last year and trying to push this thing in and out of the garage, even with the bed off and half the thing stripped out of it, the interior, like this thing was still so heavy to move. And that thing right now weighs 6,000, almost 7,000 pounds, and this thing's about 3. That weight difference is insane. This thing's literally half the weight of that thing. Coming inside the car here, dash is completely stripped. We don't have a top of the dash. All of our center dash is gone. Our glove box is gone, radio, all that stuff. Back here, the seats cover most of this, but we do have a back plate here that I'm missing, like a back cover. I'm missing that. I do have it, I just have to install it. So we're gonna do the back windows, back triangle windows. We'll do our front triangles and then our big windows as well. Get them all to work in proper function, and then we'll put in our door panels, and then we'll work on our front as well. Get all of our gauges in there, all the trim, and our glove box in and everything. We'll work on our steering wheel as well, because that is our aftermarket one. We're gonna put our original back in. And this is all of our interior pieces for the car. We have our door panels, back windows, front triangle windows, our big windows, glove box, rear view mirror, little like smoke box, all of our fillets. We have all of our brand new dashes. We have a front dash and a rear dash. I don't know what the hell the kicker panels are, but we have a kicker panel, only one of them. I'm sure I'll figure that out. We have the back of the car here for our back windows and the covers for those. We have our old gauges and our old paneling for the front of the car. All of our sound deadener right there. I've got the carpet in the house somewhere so it doesn't get all crappy. And just about everything and anything you can think of for the inside of this car. Now, we just have to put everything together, and of course it's raining, but we're gonna put everything together. Oh, I got the new wheel too, sorry, the old wheel. I got my other wheel in that thing when I was supposed to put in the truck, but I'm gonna put in the original wheel right here. I've just gotta clean it up and make it look pretty again, because it's a little rough. Oh, I have all the door trim. This dude actually bought most of the stuff. This is all the door weather stripping and then the roof weather stripping, and I have the window stuff, and like I have everything. It's a little bit old, but not too bad. It's only like a couple of years old. So I should be able to put everything in, and I should be able to complete the inside of this car relatively quickly and pretty easy. So first thing we're gonna do is just clean all the windows up too, because These are disgusting. All the rollers are sticking, and like that one's pretty good, but like all the rollers are sticking. They're all really disgusting. There's actually mold on that window. We're gonna clean up all the windows, little panel windows and the big windows too. We're gonna clean them all up so I can see through them and see if anything's broken on them, because these rollers are very important, but they are disgusting. So we're gonna go through, clean them up, and make sure everything functions to some degree.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the road.
Making some progress on the 68 Mustang. We have all the interior. You can see our back panel and our door is all painted and sound dead, and we went through and cleaned everything up. We are missing some major components for the main windows and our vent windows, so those are going to have to wait until later in the week or a few weeks from now, depending on how much these parts are for shipping and how long they take to ship. That's going to be a problem. Windows are going to have to wait, but we can do the rest of the car, like doing the dash, the wheel, and the sound deadener and the carpet, and we're gonna do the rest of that and finish it out. So it's not gonna be a whole lot left of this video, but I figure I'll add in a little bit extra here, and we're gonna design, I've been thinking about designing a helmet to match the truck and the car. Now that sounds really cheesy and kind of dumb and whatever else, I know, but the helmet's gonna come up at an expiration next year. I only do about 1 to 2 races a year. I'm only gonna use this helmet like once, and then it's probably just gonna go on the wall. So we're gonna do some art on this thing and hopefully design a really cool helmet to match the truck and the car, and maybe get some cool photo shoots with it or something. It'll be kind of neat to have. So we'll show you guys my designs for that, and probably just painting it up and making it look pretty. So I'm not even gonna design the helmet on any of my stuff. I'm just gonna kind of go by feel, because it's just a helmet, and like I said, it's gonna expire, so it's not really that important. But we're just gonna go crazy here. I'm just gonna start out with a red, and we're gonna do a red wraparound, and then I'll probably do 2 stripes up the top, and then I'll add a bunch of stickers to it, and we're gonna go absolutely nuts in this thing and just kind of do something random. But it's gonna be the same colors as the car, so it'll kind of match, probably not, but I don't know. We're just gonna do something crazy. But I'm gonna paint this thing up quick and then call it a night, and we'll come back out here and finish the helmet up tomorrow, and we'll finish up the interior of this thing tomorrow. As I said earlier, this could be a original 17,000 mile car. We have absolutely no idea, but this thing's pretty dirty, so we're gonna clean it up. I need oil pressure and temp especially. Fuel is pretty important. I mean, we're gonna clean up everything and make sure I can actually see the gauges and make sure this stuff is all functioning properly as well. After some mild restoration of these old gauges, everything is seeable now. I cleaned up all that old residue on there, we polished them, and now they all look very good. The temp gauge was pretty rusted out, but we just cleaned it up, polished it, and hopefully it'll work still. I'm really hoping that works. And our oil pressure gauge and everything looks super good. Very happy with it. We polished it, everything looks great. Hopefully this will last me a while. And yeah, this will actually all function. That's my biggest concern, is that everything functions. Here you go, folks. The dash is temporarily in. I've got a few things to fix. Like you can see, I don't have a radio. The speaker actually sits right under the dash here. So I got to tear everything back apart if I want to put a radio in this, which I very much want to put a radio in it. I have some electrical issues with the dash. So the interior's not really getting all that done, but you know, we tried. We did some work. I got the back piece in here, which looks really, really nice. I really enjoy that. Once the seats are in here and the headliner as well, and everything's all finished, this will look really good. But I got it tuned, so we're gonna go take it for a ride, see if I can get any of the gauges to work, and then we'll finish up painting that helmet. All right, this video's been kind of boring, another just boring build video, but we have the interior mostly together. Most of the gauges are working now. This car, the lights are in the car and everything, so this thing's really close to being on the road. And it runs really good now that I've got it completely tuned. We went through and did all the ignition stuff and cleaned this and gapped the spark plug, so this thing's running really good. Although I say that, that doesn't start on cue. There we go. Just need a little bit of fuel. Old car. Gotta love it. Oh gosh, no power steering and really flat tires. She is getting there though. A lot better than she used to be. Suggestion wheel instead of a steering wheel. I suggest we go left. My theory is that this thing was actually an originally 17,000 mile car, and I have no proof of that. I'm trying to talk to the DMV to see when this was last registered, what the mileage was on it, because it was last registered in 91. The registration ran out in 94, so kind of hoping it tells me what the mileage was, because then I can kind of do some quick math, see if I'm right. But if it was like 80 something, then we know the clock rolled over. Like my theory is there, I just don't know how correct it is. Yeah, I got no gauges still. Kind of sucks, but well, with being on a time crunch, I did not get to finish the complete interior of the car because I don't have the radio and so I'm having electronic issues. So I'm going to leave everything kind of temporarily in there and just kind of be patient. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon with these things. So the video's not really that great this week, but it's okay. I still made a weekly video. I got some work done, and we're designing the helmets. We're not done. We're just gonna kind of finish up here. I'm probably just gonna paint up the last stripes I have. Like you can see, I have some stuff to clean up on this. It's kind of rough. But I'm thinking we just do 2 tan stripes, or maybe a tan top, and this will be all done. But my side looks pretty good. Other than that, I gotta fix that. That's really gross. It kind of went through the tape. Oops. There you go, folks. I'm not gonna get too close because the paint's a little rough. I gotta fix it still and 1000 grit it and polish it and go through and do all that stuff. But we got a paint matched helmet. That thing looks kind of weird right now. I know. I was just going with my gut, and it looks okay. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's gonna come together. Don't worry. Hopefully. If not, like I said, it only has about a year left until that helmet expires and the new helmets have to come in. So that'll probably be, I'm gonna sticker it up, make it look super pretty, and then that thing will have to go sit on a shelf somewhere unless we're doing something small with it. But I can't use it at drag strips. I can't use it at actual racing events anymore because the new helmets will come out. So that will be just a fun little project. But inside of the car, we're almost done. The dash is temporarily put together because I'm missing a lot of parts. This is now where the hurry up and wait is a lot. Sound ender's not in the car because I'm missing little pieces. Like you can see right there, I'm missing, I'm missing parts of the floor, and I'm missing some other stuff here and there. There's a lot of stuff that's just hurry up and wait. CJ Pony is one of the great things that I like to use. There's a lot of little tiny parts and stuff that I need. I don't need full assemblies, I just need a tiny part, which they're great, but they take forever to ship. So, been waiting on them a little bit. So I've got other stuff to kind of fill in projects here. I've got, if you guys remember, I bought a old 1970s John Deere snowmobile. We'll probably fix that up, and then I've got another big project that I bought that'll probably be maybe on YouTube. I don't know. That'll kind of depend. It'll be on YouTube eventually, but I don't know if it's going to go on right away because it's big. You'll understand later. But paint matched helmet, paint matched car, and I got a paint matched truck out there too. I feel really cool. This is kind of like little kids' dreams, you know, and I'm just doing it for funsies. This is my dream, is to have this car, and I mean, to have a matching truck and car, I feel like it's such a little kid dream, and it's kind of stupid, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. This thing looks really cool, and I'm not just doing one color, and I'm not just doing these really stupid paint jobs just to, I mean, this is an attention-grabbing car. That was the whole point of it, is to grab your attention. It's for YouTube. It's for the attention. That's what it's there for. But it is still really cool. I got my little graphic designer in me there that has a little fun with designing this kind of stuff. And like I said, the helmet, not the best, but I think long term, once I get the thing stickered out and it looks good, I think it'll come out good. And I love doing this stuff. I would love to continue doing this. Like, there's actually one project in my mind right now that I really want to do, and I've been like really thinking about it, but I don't have the money and I can't justify it because I don't make enough anywhere in my life to do it yet. But once I get enough views on YouTube, I don't know, let's just make it 10,000, maybe 20, I don't know. We'll make it where it's, as long as it's getting some traction and I see where this could go, and YouTube is starting to help me pay for this stuff, I'm gonna do something and release something called Project Pioneer. Now, this is a project of mine that I have thought about and consistently looked into doing. I'm not sure what platform vehicle I'm going to use yet, but it is going to be awesome. Just keep your eyes and ears out on my channel, because if you see Project Pioneer, just know there's going to be some really cool stuff coming your way, and it's going to be actually entertaining. It's not going to be me building anything. It's not, oh, I'm actually, whatever. It's going to be really fun because I'll, at that point, be a little more stable with the YouTube thing, because the cars, I kind of have to be careful. I can only invest as much as they're worth into the cars, and I can't be wasteful, because if YouTube doesn't work out and I can't entertain and whatever, these cars kind of have to sell for what I've put into them. And I think I can get what is into these cars all day. And I got the first car I built, I got close to what I put into the car. So I didn't really lose too much, but I also upgraded cars. So I kind of traded myself up, I guess. I mean, I sold the car and then bought this one, but this one's worth more and I put less into it. So I'll make up the money in the long term if I ever sell this car, which I don't think I'm going to. But regardless, YouTube, I've loved doing this. I'm going to try and keep doing the weekly videos up until winter, probably, or close to winter, because I really just can't do weekly videos in the middle of winter. And I kind of don't like doing weekly videos because it's really hard to like pressure content like that when I don't have it. Like this video kind of feels pressured because I don't have a good, like a crazy video idea. And I didn't do anything crazy to the car. I literally just kind of slapped the dash together and talked most of the video. But some of you guys find this interesting and you guys love seeing the nitty gritty and what it takes to actually build some cars. And I don't know, I'm just trying to be a little more personable. And these videos like this where they're a little boring, I get to talk more. I get to kind of just fill some stuff in, and if people look back, they get to see like, oh, hey, he's been working on this stuff for a while and he did all the legwork for this. Like, I'm not just out here like some of these other guys that just have tons of money and invest it into this car and then go wreck the car. And I'd love to go do old field car stuff with some expensive Lamborghini. Like, I would love that. Pull some whistle and diesel crap and go burn a Ferrari down the grass or something like that would be so much fun. I don't have that kind of money, and I don't think even he had that kind of money. I think that was an accident, but regardless, I would love to actually get more into the YouTube thing, and I'm really trying to. It's just like this whole car, the paint job was to grab attention. That's what this is for. The paint matching everything. Like, I know it's kind of silly, it's kind of childish almost, but it's to grab attention. It's what it's there for. So, and it's kind of cool. You know, I did a Le Mans style paint job. It's, you know, I really loved that style, that era of graphic design on cars, and there's a lot of awesome race cars. And this is not only a race car, but it's my toy. So it's kind of a race car, like, so it's not something I'm going to be dailying. It's not something I'm going to drive to work. It's a toy. I'd love to daily this thing. I really would, and I might drive it around more often than not, but realistically, this is my toy. So I don't know, whatever. But I do appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and liking and commenting and all that stuff. It does mean a lot to me because I get to do this stuff and share it, and hopefully it leads somewhere where I actually get to do fun stuff. And with being where I'm at in my life, I am working on making a major change in my life. It's coming. It's slow. Everything I do is very slow burning. Like, I feel like I have the abilities that these other guys are doing, like, you know, but they're just doing a lot faster than I can because they have the money. I don't have the money yet, so it's very slow and it's very hard to do a lot of stuff because I don't have employees. I don't have other creators to work with. I've got nothing but me, this little iPhone I'm filming with, and some hopes and dreams. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. Helmet's painted, cars mostly together. We're now just waiting on the finishing touches. We're gonna seal the car up, and then this thing is basically gonna get put through its paces, and we're gonna get this thing ready for the racetrack and see what we can run, because this is my first ever V8 car. This is my first ever car that's actually kind of fast. I had an old Pontiac Grand Am GT, but it was a 6-cylinder, and it really wasn't that fast. This thing probably isn't gonna be that fast, but it is probably one of the coolest cars I've ever owned. So we are definitely going to put this thing down the track at Alaska Raceway Park at the end of August, along with Prowl for Power. I'm trying to advertise for that on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, and trying to grow that event. There's a few people that are going to be there that I am really excited to meet. I haven't really met a lot of these guys yet that I'm talking to on the internet. I'm trying to bring in some, I hate using the word influencers, but talent, I guess. That's a stupid word for it too. But whatever, there's some really cool people that do build some really cool stuff that should be there. There's a lot of cool trucks that are there. I'll have the Fummins there. I'll have the Mustang there. I'll have my trailer that I rebuilt there. I'll have all that stuff at Alaska Raceway Park, and that's going to be in August, end of August. But I'll be actually talking a little bit. I might not be full on hosting the event because I have a few people that talk, but I'll be filling in and talking here and there, and I'll be on the mic a little bit here and there, and I'll be around quite a bit trying to help as much as possible. And I'm really excited about it. I went last year. Super awesome. If you've ever been to Alaska Raceway Park, it is probably one of the coolest, if not one of the best views of a racetrack you will ever get in the world. Arguably. It's an arguably thing, but yeah, I don't know. I'll stop talking now. There's a lot to do, but I just want to advertise a little bit. I'm helping with that event. I've done all the graphic designs for that event and everything. I'm doing my my best to help out there and still do all my own stuff. Alaska's very busy in the summertime. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time for some very not fun work that I've got to do in this car. But this is the nitty-gritty stuff to be able to enjoy the fun stuff. So till next time, guys, have fun, be safe, don't do anything stupid. And if you do, wear a helmet.